All right, y'all. Um, this is another one that's just really sad, man. And you know, uh, how black people will spend so much money on worthless jewelry just to show they got money to burn like that. I mean, so much more. Here we are trying to start this organization, man. We're trying to start something to try to help the community, man. And instead of at least throwing a little bit of it our way, they go out and spend crazy money on worthless stuff. And it's all vanity. It's vanity. It's not like you're gonna be able to you pay $36,000 for a piece of jewelry, and you need to sell it real fast, you might get 9 for it. I mean, or who knows how much somebody's willing to pay for custom jewelry. Custom jewelry is one of the stupidest things to pay for. You can't resell it. There's no way you can get your money back from that. But our people, man, will give the Asians, give the Russians, give everybody else money. We blow their community up, push it. They can't open a store fast enough, but the black people out there waiting in front of the store for them to open up their store so they can give them all their money. But I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about, man. It's just a sad situation. His little sister's gonna try to negotiate for over a piece of jewelry that's absolutely worthless, but she's willing to pay thousands and thousands, racks and racks and racks on top of racks for this jewelry. The rappers, the entertainers, our entertainers, man, they just give money away. They just give it away. And and I just think it's crazy, man. I mean, you can do what you want. You're a grown person. But I just think it's crazy, man, how we're more concerned about creating envy and jealousy in our brother and sister than trying to get some of these ills that are wrong righted. All right, let's watch.
42.
I was thinking along the lines of 39.
I can't. I own it really close to 42, so I have thin margins.
Like 42, I get it. What can you do? Best price.
41.5 for you. Best price. Final.
That's always for you, right? For you, for you, dumbass. I'm gonna give this price to you, dumbass. Man. I mean, we have been socialized to be so vain that we'll do whatever it takes so that we can symbolize the devil's value system of, I got money. That's what makes me a good person, right? And any symbol that we can pay enormous amount of money unnecessarily, we will do that just to create the envy and jealousy in black people, and also create, make white society say, oh, you got this kind of money? Okay, we're going to open it. We opening up the books on you, Negro. We're going to open up the books on you, and we're going to do, we're going to let you in, right? But it never happens. It never happens. Because you can never get in. You're not white. And that's okay. Just like white people ain't trying to be black. Most of them, that's okay. We're supposed to be different and have different things and we're supposed to appreciate our differences. We're not supposed to be trying to overtake each other, right? But that's another conversation, right? That's another conversation. The point is, our rappers, our entertainers, blacks in particular, they are by far the one, they spend the major money with these non-black jewelers. And they're willing to pay major money just to show other Negroes that they're a different type of Negro. I got money. I'm from the hood, but I got money. Who cares? Are you a good person? Are you a person that is doing something to promote our young girls from getting ARPed? Are you a person to promote our young women from, thinking that their promiscuity is a badge of honor and they should be respected for their stance on promiscuity as opposed to their stance on right behavior? See what you're doing. See, they told us as black people, man, this society says you got a position in this society. You got to be crazy. And when we need to be, we white people and Asians and everybody else, when we need to be entertained, you up, Negro. You up. Anyway, no disrespect to nobody. Just saying that's the situation. I just try to tell the truth, man. If I'm lying somewhere, please somebody point out any lie that I told. But we got to look at this situation and say, why are we giving these other communities all of our money for something? Okay, let's say you have to do business. Okay, but you don't have to you don't have to buy these ridiculously this ridiculous custom jewelry, man, that has absolutely no resale value. You can't even sell it for half of its price after you walk out the store with it. It's worthless. All it is a trinket, a thinklet, a symbol of how dumb we are. These are just symbols of our stupidity as a group financially when we really this. You don't see white people walking around with stuff like that. You don't see Asians doing that. You don't see the Russians doing that. You don't see none of these people doing this stuff. They just sit back and take your money, fool. Anyway, what do I know? I'm just an old man trying to guide young black men into a better position in this dispensation in time based on the level of wickedness that they have to deal with in today's world. Try to help them so that they can be better fathers and husbands for black women and girls and young men. So that's all I'm trying to do. I see stuff that's out of whack. I go, what the heck? Anyway, y'all tell me what y'all think, man. Does it make sense for black people to spend $40,000, $50,000, $100,000 on a piece of custom jewelry and then go on tour and come back after the tour and buy another piece of custom jewelry for $200,000 or $300,000? Watch the Asians and the Russians laughing all the way to the bank on you. They're not giving you that kind of value. They're just not. They couldn't stay in business if they was giving you the value that you really supposed to be getting. They wouldn't be able to stay in business. Think about that. We're just being real here. Anyway, y'all tell me what y'all think. Oh, I forgot. Our small hat friends, they sell this jewelry to you too, right? You don't see our small hat friends running around with all this jewelry. They get it just for you. Just like our Asian friends. You don't see them running around with these big crazy wigs on. They get it just for you. You sending their kids to college. You buying that brand new house they buying out here in Redondo Beach, Torrance, wherever. You funding their 401k. You funding their Roth IRA. You are funding their life insurance policies. You are paying for all of that. Why should you pay for that for them when you could do it for yourself? That's what I don't understand. Anyway, family, what can we do, right? Except education. Education. We're trying to put some education together for our young brothers, man. the manhood pack. We're trying to put that together. We're not trying to put it together. It's put together. The manhood pack, 7 different things that we need to be. Our young men should know right when they step out of high school. The day when they throw that hat up in the air, what should come down is that manhood pack, the booklet. It should come right down in their hands. They should be able to read that, or if it's tough for them to read. Some of our brothers, they're not stupid, but they just don't like to read. Right? We can have we can do a teaching for them so we can go over this stuff. This is the manhood pack. We should have any young man going into the 12th grade should be signed up for the manhood pack. At least any black man, he should be signed up for the manhood pack so he can learn these different things, man. Because we just throw our young men out into the world, right? They graduate high school and you throw them out there. Don't get arrested. Don't get in no trouble. Go make you some money. Go be successful. And they go, how? How am I supposed to do this? And a dope man say, hey, bro, I could tell you how. I'll show you how. You don't even have to work. This will sell itself. And they get caught up because they try to step into the corporate world. They have no clue about how to behave in the corporate arena. Right? And so they get the idea, like the average person, that, hey, you got to kiss somebody's ass all the way up to where you want to go, right? They don't want to do that, so they go into the drug game. Some of them. Some of them get some of them get twisted being in the corporate arena, and some of them just never can pick it up. Man, they feel like they just can't pick it up. They don't know. They just don't know, and they don't know that they don't know. Yet they still want to create. They want a family. They want to make a family, most of them. And they know they need bread to do it. So they just confused about almost everything. Relationships, no means no. We teach a class called No Means No. No means no, man. That means you got to know when it's time to stop. You trying to be romantic with a woman physically and she say no, that's it, man. That's it. Game over. Or she's not the appropriate age, game over. Ain't no, let me just sneak this one in. No, game over. People not turning a blind eye to that stuff no more, as they shouldn't. Some of our brothers they just don't understand the impact. Shout out to Arshawn. They don't understand the impact of what they do, man. They just don't understand. They get out here, man, they get twisted. And then they don't know how to treat their children. They don't know how to treat their wives. They don't know how to treat nobody, man. We're going to teach them all this stuff, man. The best suggestions that we're going to teach them the best ways to go. They choose to do it, they choose to do it. But if they don't, they don't. But at least, see, the problem they have now is they can't, you can't say what, see, people say they just supposed to know, Clarence. They're just supposed to know. How would they know? That doesn't make no sense to me. How would a young man know what to do if he was never taught? He was never taught about money, budgeting, investing, saving. He was never taught that. How would he know how would he know what to do? Most people live paycheck to paycheck. Paycheck to paycheck. Even when they get a little money, they say, I'm going to have fun. Instead of setting themselves up to try to end the paycheck to paycheck situation, the first thing they want to do is have fun. Our young men are like this, man. They don't know what to do. We as soon as they graduate high school, we just throw them out there and say, go be successful. But how do I get a job? Don't worry about, just go out there, right? They don't know how to get a job. They don't know how to interview. They don't know how to put a suit on. Oh, Clarence, you don't need a suit on. I'm old school. Get your ass in a suit. You going to do something like that, interview or get a suit on. I'm old school. Well, you know, it's a new school, Clarence. You could just dress like how you want to. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I believe putting your best foot forward in any circumstance, including interviewing for a job. There's practically no job out there you're not going to have to interview for. But they don't even know interviewing skills. They don't know the seven most usual questions that interviewers ask and how to study for them and how to get yourself prepared for it. They don't even know. But we just say them, go out there and be successful. They don't know about protection and user protection and the impact of unwanted children. They don't know. They just don't. They don't know none of this stuff. They don't know street smarts. They're not streetwise. Oh, Clarence, they streetwise. No, they're not. They street alert, but they're not streetwise. We got to get them streetwise. See, street alert is you bump into somebody and they confront you. Hey, what's up? And you say, hey, what's up? And you ready to fight. You ready to, you ready to get it in with them. That's street alert. Street smart is you bump into somebody. They say, what's up? You say, I apologize, sir. Because you ain't got time to fight. You got time to fight with nobody. You're trying to get some, get yourself financially secure. I ain't got time to fight with some Negro over us bumping shoulders. That's crazy. But our young men just don't know, man. They out here flailing around like flounders out of the lake. They have no clue. And then we make it their fault. Here, us as we, the older generation of black men, we let everybody else say it's their fault that they messing up. When it's not their fault, it's our fault because we're not. There's been a break in the. There's been a break in the handing down of information. There's been a break in the black community because a lot of fathers are not there. Why? Because they don't know what to do. Fatherhood is a lot of pressure. Husbandhood, that's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure. So we running from the pressure, running to the pleasure. And pleasure is supposed to come after hard work. Pleasure is supposed to come after hard work, but our situation is so bad, man. It's so bad. We're so out of sorts. And we won't listen to nobody that wants to put us in sorts. After we get in a certain age, what do you know, Clarence? Where's your Mercedes? Where's your fancy house and fancy car? Where's that? I guess I'm in good company. You know what I'm saying? When you go down the line of people that tried to help God, Noah, no fancy house, no fancy car. Moses, no fancy house, no fancy car. Jesus, no fancy house, no fancy car. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, no fancy car, no fancy house. Adam, no fancy car, no fancy house. I guess I'm in good company. But family, help us. If you can, help us. I know my team is saying, wait a minute, Clarence, let's make sure all the paperwork is in. It is. I believe it is. But hey, we've been state approved. So, our nonprofit organization, Urban Warrior Academy Incorporated, we want to bring these young men in. We want to bring them in. And we want to bring them in and we want to teach. And if we can teach from there online, we'll teach online. We just need our young black men to learn before they get out of high school how things are going to go so they're prepared. You just throw them out here into the world and they unprepared. The main issue that they have over everything is critical thinking skills. They have zero critical thinking skills because they've been taught to think only off of their emotions. What? Right? Like I said, somebody, you walking down the hallway and you bump elbows with somebody and that dude say, well, what's up? You turn around and say, what's up? And you think, hey, I gotta prove something. Now I gotta see, it'd be a different thing if you gotta defend yourself, but you don't even have to acknowledge that in that way. But see, you're too busy with your pride and your vanity, right? I bump into somebody, I just keep on walking. If they say something to me, I will, I got my eye on them in case they run up, but I'm just gonna keep on walking. Especially if I didn't mean to do it on purpose. And if they was to confront me, the first thing I'm gonna do is apologize. Hey, even if it's their fault, I'm gonna apologize to them. Why? Do I really got time to fight with somebody who got nothing to lose? You ain't got no family. You got nothing to lose. I don't. So I'm gonna apologize, even if you're wrong, Clarence. Even if I'm wrong, even if that person was wrong. Excuse me. Even if that person was the one that hit me. Right? Because I know what's going to happen, man, if we get into an altercation. I know. I'm not going to abide by no rules. Zero rules. Clarence, you can't throw feces in his face. Why not? Clarence, you can't put both of your fingers up his nose. Why can't I? Clarence, you can't put that fountain pen in his ears. Why? There ain't nothing above. I am not above doing anything so that I can walk through my front door just like I left in the morning. I'm just not. So I know that start some shit with me, that's gonna be real bad for you. Cause I know I'm so devious, I could think I'm a million miles ahead of you, and I'm already prepared with such deviousness that even if you mount me or you put me in whatever you do, I'm prepared for that. Just about. If you touching me, that's it. Or close enough to touch me, that's it. So I'm going to avoid that situation. I'm going to avoid that situation because you're going to be different if I have to work on you. You're going to be different. So I don't want to do it. I only want to do it if I have no other option but defending myself, then I'm willing to do that. But other than that, just because a dude want to show he's the man, I ain't going to let you disrespect me. But I ain't got no problem. I'm not above saying, oh, brother, 1,000 pardons. Let me move out of your way. Because you're a big guy. Let me move out of your way. Right? Use tact, skill, compliments, whatever you got to use to go home. But if it comes to the point where the person is not going to let you go without it become violence being involved, do whatever you got to do. Like Malcolm said, I'm going to do my best to send you to the cemetery. I'm going to do my best to send you to the cemetery. So I know that's where I'm going. I ain't just mad trying to make your face ugly. That ain't going to be my I'm going to be trying to do my best to make sure you're going to have a nice funeral. But that's like I said, that's what we need to do is always seek peace, always seek the best in everything. We need to teach our young men the best, right? They don't know how to resolve conflict, and just even if it's not their fault, they don't know how to resolve conflict. To just say, be the bigger man and say, okay, cool, man, no problem. I'm not telling you to be the bigger man if somebody attack you. I'm saying be the bigger man in a dispute if you can. If you can just say, if you can just dead it by giving him what he wants, which is to feel like he's the superior person. If that's the feeling that he needs to feel, why not just do that? But what most of our people have. Vanity. And this person is vain. They want to show everybody around that they're the man, and they got you scared. And you's the one, you want to show everybody that you're not scared. And so the conflict escalate. We got to teach our young men, man. Why are you escalating conflict with people that have nothing to lose? You got a family, you got this, you got other things going for you. You in school, but you escalated the conflict, and now you fighting with somebody. You fighting with somebody. Fighting is for rings, man. Fighting is for the ring. Fighting is not for the street. The street, there's no fighting in the street. I know people try to take ring fighting and put it in the street, and they expect you. But see, they expect you to follow the rules of ring fighting, right? But the problem with the street is there is nobody out in the street see, in a ring, there's a referee, right? They say, Clarence, you can't bring a bat into this ring. You can't bring a shovel into this ring. You can't bring a hammer in here. You can't bring a bat into this. But that's not in the street. In the street, there's nobody there to do that. There's no one there to do that in a street fight, right? Hey, Clarence, you can't bring your homeboys. You can't have your homeboys jump in this situation. You can't, see, but in the street, there ain't nobody to say, there ain't 5 people, 10 people could jump on you in a heartbeat. They see their homeboy getting beat down, they're coming to help him. Even though the homeboy was wrong as hell, they're coming to help him. Their mama coming to help him. Their cousin, their uncle, whatever. Their girlfriend, whoever, they're coming to help him. That's why street situation is much different than a fight. A fight is when you in a ring, you got a referee. Referee say, hey, Clarence, you too big to fight this dude. You weigh too much more. You weigh more than this, or that person, this person too big to fight you, right? You guys got to be around the same way. That don't happen in the street. There ain't nobody in the street that's going to say, hey, look, you way bigger than him. You can't fight him. That don't. So we need to be prepared for all. You need to be prepared for expect the unexpected. Right? In a ring, you know what's going to happen. You don't have to, hey, this person's going to they're either going to kick, they're either going to knee, they're either going to elbow, or they're going to punch. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all you got to worry about. In the street, they might go jump in their car and run you. You don't know what they're going to do. They're going to get a brick, a bat, a stick, a gun, a knife. You don't know. You have to be open. You have to be open to the possibility of anything happening and being prepared and to maintain your frame, even though all that stuff is possible. It might not even be that. They might just be proficient in some type of martial art. Right? Who knows? Or knife fighting or stick fighting, whatever. You don't know. See, that's why I say there's nothing wrong with sport fighting. I think that's a way to challenge your abilities. But in sport fighting, there's a lot more control. In the street, it's not. And our young men are they walk into situations, man, that they really don't understand. And they need help. They need help. We can help them. Help us help them. Think about it, family. Think about it. Bro, see, I just don't. Listen to my voice. Listen to my words. Listen to my vibration. I don't want to take money that, to do my thing. I don't want to do that. I got a job. I got a 9-to-5 job. I love my job. I like it. Well, I say I love it, but I like it, right? Because I can do what I'm doing now with young cats at the job. Plus, I'm tied into a lot of career opportunities that I can teach these young men about. They don't even know where to go to get a good career or job. They don't even know. They don't know what to look for. Benefits, health insurance. They don't know what to look for. But I'm plugged in still. That's why I say I got 28 years there. I'm going to go ahead and ride out my 30, but I'll probably stay a little longer so that I can keep the plug, so that I can divert them into some good gigs or tell them what to look for in gigs. Some of the best gigs in the world is the trades, man. People look at you crazy because you're going to go into the trades. The trades are going to blow up in the next 10 years. They're going to blow up. Find a good electrician, good plumber, good roofer. Those things are going to blow up. They're going to blow up. And that's just that. We ain't even talking about carpentry. We're not talking about none of these things. All of these things are going to blow up. All of them. All of the trades are going to become $1 million jobs. If you do it right. Family, help us. We can redirect them into a lot of different things. Help us. We want to catch them at between 14 and 16 years old. Catch them at the minimum age. I would say 15, not 14, 15. Because this is a critical year. 15 is a critical year for most young men. It's a critical year. That's when they have to really decide who they're going to be and start acting accordingly. And if they don't even know what a good man looks like or sounds like, but hey, we need to be willing to invest in our communities, man. So if we don't invest in our communities, man, we're going to keep getting the same results we're getting. Our sisters being assaulted, our young sisters, our girls being assaulted, our young boys being assaulted or abandoned or whatever. All right, family, think about it. Please consider helping us, man. I'm going to put some information in the description, but please consider helping us to try to get this thing started so we can, start working on these young men, man, and get them to the point where they have enough self-confidence and they're able to critically think to be able to make better decisions for themselves and their families. All right. Peace, y'all.